And if they're gonna be like, oh, you're not allowed to go into this room or whatever, I'm gonna get them brick shit.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest.
Last time on Stumble Quest, Art is reunited with old friend Larian. Brix picks the lock on Sock's cell, and Art recovers the party's gear, but needs to leave some things behind. They attempt to stealth their way through the prison. The rest of the gang are freed, magic returns, and they set to silently taking out the guards, heckling Honey. Honey takes care of one, and Oswalt dusts the guard who was previously torturing Knack, who then stone shapes what was hoped to be a quick exit, but instead unearths inlaid runes. And in a great flash of light, our heroes away.
When the light subsides, you find yourself in a new room.
Oh dear, okay. This looks like a goddamn Zelda temple.
Yo, well, we gotta find the ball. That's number one priority in these, then.
The way this room is built, it looks like it was crafted with extreme precision in the room just north of you. There's many glowing lines on the floor. They look like they're part of some kind of seal or some such. And in the center of the room is an enormous device with many glowing lights on it. And a lot of the glowing lines on the floor seem to lead to said device. There are also 4 doors, 2 on either side of the room, east and west.
Looking at the pillars around us, looking at like where we're standing right now, does it look like there's a way to activate or deactivate the platform that we're on?
After the light has subsided, when you guys teleported here, seems like the platform that you guys are on deactivated itself.
Okay,
like
we have to figure out how
down.
to get out through this. We're not going back the same way, it seems.
No, and that's fine.
We just don't want to be followed.
We don't want to be followed. That was my concern.
We found some letters we couldn't read and got teleported.
Well, Brix could read a couple of them.
Well, it seems to be a platform more than a teleport, right? Like an elevator, or what?
No, we teleported.
Oh, we literally teleported?
Yeah.
We teleported.
Dang, I thought it was a
white
funky
light.
little elevator, but no.
You guys have
straight up magic.
no fucking clue where the hell on the planet you are at this point.
Oh, this is great.
This is a completely enclosed space. The only light is coming from the lines etched into the ground that are glowing. As well, on the walls, there's lines of light a little higher than average eye level.
Okay, I'm gonna start rolling shit.
Oswalt walks forward to where all the structures are.
Roll a search? Are you looking for anything particular, or...?
Nah, just trying to get a vibe.
I mean, the exact purpose of the huge machine in the center of the room is not exactly clear, but it looks like it's constructed of multiple different parts that are all interlocked. And like I said before, it seems all the lines are centralized on that middle part. As for vibe,
No
not
vibes.
really clear.
No vibes.
No vibes.
The vibe is
detected.
kind of sus.
Ugh.
Does it look mechanical?
Yes, it looks mechanical and magical.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for arcane knowledge, because it's the only one that I feel like it could be useful amongst all the things I have. I have planes and religion, but this doesn't pertain. I feel like if it looks arcane-y magic, that's the only thing that it would make sense to roll for.
Sure.
Can I roll a use magic device, but not to use, to figure out the method of use?
Sure. What were you rolling your arcane knowledge for?
I want to know if I recognize any of the magic being used, or any of the magical part of it that looks magical. I wanna see if it feels familiar in any way, if I've seen anything similar.
Okay.
If I have, like, any knowledge at all, pretty much. Because I don't know what this thing is, so I'm gonna try and figure out if I can relate it to other shit. Feel what kind of magic is in it, something like that.
So we'll do yours, and then we'll do Art's use device.
Okay. 14, and my arcana is plus 10, so 24.
As for it looking familiar, as far as the design of the machines and the architecture of the whole chamber. It bears resemblances to some of the ruins and such that you find in Castell. The type of spell that is cast on this, it seems like a lock spell, sealing spell.
Okay.
So it's intentionally trying to stay in place, keep something out or in.
Let's say that I am relaying these things you are saying as I walk around observing. There's no, like, glyphs or magical imagery.
I mean, there are glyphs all over the floor. They're all kind of playing into one big thing. All those things together are what are giving you the vibe of it being like a lock.
Yeah.
It's like a giant runic spell.
The design of the glyphs, like the big seal itself, does look familiar to you as well, from something you've seen recently.
Do I know what?
It's actually the notes in your
recent.
inventory from the Wanderer shit.
Oh, like the glyphs are in the notes?
They look familiar to the notes.
Mm-hmm.
But like the exact glyphs are in the note, or they are similar only?
The notes themselves are kind of worn, so it's kind of difficult to tell, but it looks very similar. Now let's do Art's magic device.
Okay, yeah.
You're trying to figure out how this thing is used, or how the method is used.
How this thing is used. I am not trying to activate or deactivate it. I think I would like to know whether it feels active or not active. Like, whether we know if it is, like, engaged right now or not. It's not going to be a very good check. I don't have a lot of bonuses in this. It was just the only thing I could think of. It's not good check. It's 6. Got nothing.
You're looking at this shit and you're like, fuck, man.
What were you rolling again?
Use magic device. It is a charisma check,
You just
but
don't have
I
any
think
points in
unless
it?
you've, like, leveled it at all, you can't use it. It's a trained skill.
When Brix hears Scarlet talk about this is sort of a lock of sorts, a magical sort of keep out, she's just sort of tracing the lit shapes on the floor with Nork.
So they want to keep us out, huh?
She's going to take a bottle of alchemist fire out of her little bag and just be like,
Brix. Hey, they brought us here. And if they're going to be like, oh, you're not allowed to go into this room or whatever, I'm going to get them wreck shit.
Brix, first we need to figure out if whatever built this wants to keep us out or keep something in.
Then why?
Well, hold on a second. We did that magical horse shit over in the mountains, and we saw the pillar of light go to the castle, and I'm assuming this is what it was pointing at, the thing that sent us here. Remind me, what was the magical horse shit in the mountains for again?
We've been following in the steps of the Wanderer.
Uh-huh. So, what if that's the Wanderer and he points at, like, the thing? Isn't this a good thing? Because of the religion and shit? I don't...
It's definitely exciting and interesting and potentially terrifying.
Yeah.
We have no idea
Yeah.
what this is.
I'm kind of hoping he's not as big as I hope he's not a big asshole like the rest of your fucking jagoffs running around there stabbing us over this shit. So, yeah. We have those dowsing rods that react to magic, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. We each have one.
Oswalt's gonna take his out and kind of point it at shit and see what happens.
I mean, dude, there's magic all over this fucking place.
Right?
Yeah, it's like being pulled in all different directions.
Sick.
Tell me something. Is there anything on this weird sort of machine runic thing that looks usable?
And what is this, like, statue thing happening?
Like a command console, like a something or other? Like,
There's a console of sorts just south of the big machine.
this little itty bitty thing?
Yeah. It looks like this was operable at some point.
But it doesn't look operable anymore?
No.
Oh, it looks broken?
It doesn't look broken. It just doesn't look like it does anything anymore in its current state.
Generator is down, you guys.
Big jump. Is there anything that looks like maybe an input? Maybe for a small orb of energy that we've been carrying around for a while?
Yeah, like an alchemist fire.
Not like an alchemist fire?
Look, man, if you want to try
Activation
an
by
alchemist
fire.
fire, be my guest.
Please don't burn us all in here.
Can I search for some kind of input?
Yes, you can.
While Art is doing that, Oswalt reaches into his bag and pulls out the thing that was in the puzzle box just to see if it's reacting to anything or if anything is reacting to it.
It's 16, by the way.
Well, we're going to do the search first.
Yes.
So it looks like there is an input. It's a big button on the side that you're facing right now. But it looks like it's already been pushed in. As for the orb thingy, you're getting a faint hum, like when it was resonating with something before. It's not as loud as before. And the ball of energy that's inside the middle of the orb, it does look like the same kind of energy that's coursing through the lines on the ground and in the machine, etc. While it's not really actively reacting to anything, it's definitely among its kind here.
Related.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, what else is there to do besides try and open some doors?
Hell yeah.
That's what I was saying with the alchemist fire.
Not with the alchemist fire.
You never let me have any fun.
Do it. Throw
Honestly,
the fire.
you're right. I don't. And I'm not about to start.
Fuck.
That is not going to change.
Art is pointedly going to check out the other doors on the other side to where Oswalt has gone. He still doesn't want to fucking talk to you.
Does it look like the console doesn't work because it's already been used then? Like,
Yes.
not because it's broken. Like, someone already pressed the button and did the thing.
Yeah.
So it is possible that these doors are already open, or this only works to close them instead. We don't know, I guess.
We don't know. Time to figure it out.
Okay.
Can I use... Oh,
What?
probably not. That would be too easy. Can I use Deceive Item on it? It's for magical items.
Why don't you give it a shot?
Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna use Deceive Magical Item on this thing. So that it thinks that I am super capable of using it. and know exactly what to do.
Roll your thingy.
So that it will activate.
Roll a d20 plus use magic device.
10 plus 7.
I think it gives you a +5 with the thing as well on top of that. 20 something. Okay. So, using Deceive Magic Device, it does seem to react in some way.
Yeah.
It looks like, assuming that it's active right now, it seems like it deactivates.
Okay.
The button comes back out from its slot, and parts of the ground cease to glow. But a moment later, the button is automatically pushed back in, and the glowing picks back up.
What was that?
Oh, sorry. I came from the other side of the room. I was trying a thing. It didn't work. It seems that there's something that's keeping the spell on, even from outside the console, that controls it. I managed to get rid of it for a bit, but it's just back up. I don't know why.
So, Oswalt is checking out the northeast door.
Yes.
And Art is checking out the southwest door.
We can all check, like, at least a door each.
Okay, so let me just reveal some areas.
Okay,
they're just open, bitch. What?
They're open, yeah.
With our stupid ass. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, let's go open a door.
Yeah, man.
The doors
You
are
gotta try.
indeed open.
Knack,
Zoo?
you want to do anything? Do you want to check the other side? Or will Brix checking one of them?
This is all... Knack has just entered a spaceship, and but Knack's gonna plant a tree and a crack in the ground. I don't know what Knack is just overwhelmed by the sight of all of this.
We're just trying to figure out where the heck we are. Look in some rooms.
Look into the rooms.
Split the party in a mysterious space.
Knack and Co.
Knack and animals.
Knack plus animals walk to a room.
A room.
Where's Froggart? Froggart!
Froggart's in your ghillie suit right now. You don't know when that happened, but he did jump in there at some point.
So we can enter in here?
Yep.
This is a long corridor. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Some Dead Space vibes to this.
That's fine.
Yeah. I think as well, Art would have probably, like, waved Larian along with him.
Yeah.
To just not leave this lad stranded.
By the way, Larian is completely fucking speechless at what the hell is happening right now. It's like in awe.
That makes sense. Makes fucking sense.
Yeah. To recap where everybody is, Brix is fucking around on the console.
Yeah.
I guess.
Tapping at it.
Knack has entered the southeast door. Oswalt has entered the northeast. Scarlet's in northwest, and Art is in southwest.
Brix is hanging back and starting fires.
Yeah.
We're gonna come out and everything's going to be on fire.
It's the only solution.
There also appears to be some doors to the straight compass north. Just saying.
They look a little bit heavier duty than the doors that you have walked through.
A little bit more locked.
A little bit more locked, yes.
Locked,
Okay,
you
okay.
say?
Starting with Oswalt, there are more glowy lines all over the ground, and this hallway has the same smooth precision in its construction as the rest of the first chamber that you entered. To the north end of the far side of this room, there's another door, a little bit smaller than the door you originally entered, and just in front of that, there's a sort of inner wall that is conspicuously in the middle of the room.
I'm going to examine that wall that is in the middle of the room.
Fair enough.
And I'm dead.
What are you doing to it?
Just searching it.
Looking at it?
Yeah, doing a search.
Aside from the light that's embedded into the middle of it, it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of anything going on with it.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. Upon placing your hand on the conspicuous wall, you hear something somewhere else in this chamber start to move.
Like in the hallway that I'm in?
Just elsewhere. You don't know where exactly it is. Could be another room over.
I was gonna say, I guess after that, I'll continue to the north end of the hallway, to the door, and open that bitch.
We'll quickly go to Knack for a second.
Just vaporize me, Jeph. Do it.
I feel like
So-
you might be vaporizing someone else.
Yeah.
It's another L-shaped, corridor. There are more glowy lines on the floor. Unlike Oswalt's room, there is no conspicuous inner wall, but there is a door at the far southeast end of this room.
Knack is uneasy. I mean, I guess it goes without saying that Knack would be uneasy. We're all uneasy.
Yeah.
Knack never likes being surrounded on all sides by stone, let alone whatever this place is made of. And so he walks through very cautiously with his animal entourage whimpering along with him.
Aw.
And we make our way to the far end of the room.
Towards the door.
Towards the door. Knack slowly creaks it open and looks inside. Hello.
Before I move on to that room, I'm going to move on to Art and Larian, who are in a significantly smaller room, also with the glowing lines on the floor. There is practically nothing in this room aside from a door on the far west side.
As we go into the room, Art's definitely looking around on the walls and still taking note of, there's still light and stuff on the walls as well, too, as the floor, right?
Yeah.
He's probably touched it at this point, just to be like, what the fuck is going on?
The light on the
Yeah.
walls?
On the walls.
It doesn't feel like much, except it feels much colder than you would have expected a active light to feel.
Okay. And if I touch the other, because is it inset in stone or just a material or?
One of those long fluorescent bulbs, essentially.
Okay.
That kind of thing, but it's embedded into the wall. I mean, it's not a bulb, but that's the closest thing I could think of to describe the kind of form of it.
But that's how it
yeah,
feels. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Before he opens the door, he is gonna kind of look at Larian and be like, this is a lot. This is a lot to take in.
Larian is still looking around, and it takes a moment for him to register that you said anything. He's like, what? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is. It's a lot. It's a lot. What the hell is this?
It's a really good question. And all I can say is that this is what we were looking for, and we don't know what it is.
Well, let me be the first to say I'm not a fan.
I honestly, we're not out here looking because we're fans.
That's good.
There's some really weird stuff going on around the world right now.
I believe you.
I'm glad, because I think if we hadn't been in here, it would be a lot more unbelievable. But this is really, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna keep going.
Finally, the room that Will is in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your room is a little bit different.
Oh, God.
The lights are on the ceiling instead of on the walls, because on the walls there are some engravings. They are depicting what looks like a grand city, unlike anything you've ever seen before. And while the technique used to carve the engravings is in itself very harsh and rough, you get the feeling that the artist was very attached to the subject matter.
This fucking city again. Will's walking down this corridor. Was pretty fucked up and apathetic before. He seems to have regained some spring in his step now that some weird shit is happening. I guess I'm going to inspect all of these carvings, but you've pretty much already told me. Is it just like a huge drawing of like some kind of city?
Yeah, like a carving of a city skyline.
I'm pretty sure that there was somewhere on like our notes of the diary that was talking as well about a city.
You are correct about that. One of the addendums to it.
It had a name. They called it, what was it?
Tessera?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for him. He remembered that because I could remember that.
Well, no, you need to remember it because I'm not in the room with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
He remembers that. I don't remember anything. Are both of the walls, do they have the same carving?
It looks like it's like a continuation on either side.
Oh, so it's just like a huge...
It's like a panoramic.
Goddamn. These people were innovating. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I'm going to figure out from that, really, that it's the same city.
And like the other rooms, there is another door on the far side of this wall.
If after examining this, like, relief carving or whatever it is, I don't have any more info, I guess I will also go and open the door.
I love the extent to which we are willing to split the party today. We are headed off in 4 separate directions. If something happens to anyone, we are all collectively fucked, and I love it. I love this chaos energy.
It's very funny to me that we all are, like, in comparison to what we just left, I'm sure anything here will be a cakewalk. Even though it's probably not, and we're probably really in a lot of danger right now.
Yeah.
We're just like, fuck, I'm so glad to be out of that.
Potentially,
I feel like $1 million.
Yeah, everybody's sick of each other.
yeah.
Something happened, like everybody's in a horrible mood, and they're all just like, I'm leaving.
We just get shot by auto turrets.
Well, and that's the other thing. We were also kind of having a fight. And now we're just like, yeah, no, it's everyone's alone time, and we're exploring whatever the fuck this is, and hopefully it's not a whole-ass dungeon, and it's more of, a temple. We'll see.
If I die, I die.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tired of being alive.
Let's start opening secondary doors.
Is Brix doing anything in the first room?
Yeah, so she was definitely fucking around with that console a little bit, touching stuff, seeing if anything reacts to her just bapping at it. I would say she would definitely get bored eventually and just start following the line of, I guess you would call it machinery, this sort of, I don't know, it's a wall of things that are absolutely beyond her understanding, because it looks like a lot of lit panels and organic machinery of some kind, like organically shaped machinery, and she's just looking at this like,
Man, some people have some terrible interior design choices. This is very over the top, and it's not to my taste.
And she's kicking stuff just as she goes along,
Criticizing it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
At some point, she would probably make her way to the back and would have assumed that this room loops around. But coming up against a door, she's just like, what the shit?
Okay, well, I guess I don't need to keep going this way, but my natural predilection kind of makes me want to. I kind of want to get in this door.
And she'll scratch at it.
It makes a terrible sound when you scratch at it, being that it's nails on metal.
Is anything going to come to the door to let her in?
No. But you can keep trying.
Yeah,
for
she'll
2
just
hours.
keep scratching at it for now.
Dog, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to fucking sleep.
Like, God, stop that! Why would you do that?
Fucking cats.
I
Jesus.
built this place to keep cats out. What are you doing here?
How did you even get in here?
What?
Can't believe it.
There's just some
Yeah, the whole chamber's built exclusively to keep
Yeah,
cats.
because he goes
There's
sick
some
of his own
just
cat
we
scratching
go-
on the door. and here
we open
are.
a door. There's just like a one-eyed alien in a bed. Like wakes up, he's
Sleeping.
squinting.
He's got a little
Yeah,
nightgown and a sleeping
Yeah,
cap
yeah.
on.
What the hell, man? What are you doing? Get out. What? Close
What
the
the
door.
fuck?
Close the
How'd you
door.
get in here?
Close that door.
Close the door.
You're letting
Close
all the
the
flirt
fucking
out.
door.
What's a flirt?
I would love. I would love it if this campaign had weird bullshit stuff like that just every now and then. Just a weird little green alien in a bed with a nightcap on. Get out of here. Close the door. Get out.
I mean, we had a weird little lizard with a
Oh yeah,
connection.
we did.
That's true.
We did.
have this.
That's true. I was gonna say we've encountered some really weird shit.
Let's go back to Oswalt real quick. So you step through that door and find yourself in another strange room with another conspicuous fucking
Gonna-
wall. As you move throughout the room, you notice that at one point the construction of the walls begins to get a little less precise. It's a little bit more rough, not so smooth.
Cool. There's another wall that's just in the middle of the room.
Yep.
Nothing unique about it looking wise.
It's a little bit different from the other conspicuous wall. It has a bit like an impression of a sort of abstract swirly design on it. Doesn't seem to depict anything in particular, and it's very faint. Like whoever was carving it kind of second guessed themselves partway through. They didn't quite go all the way with it.
Oswald's gonna touch the wall like he did with the last one, but probably specifically where the design is.
That makes sense to me. Are you touching it with one hand or the other or both?
Probably
Or what's
the
going
hand
on?
that wasn't burned, so it's left.
No, touch it with the burnt hands. 'Cause you're about to lose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Yeah, you know what?
What an inconspicuous question. Are you touching it with one, two hands?
Well, I'm
Touch it with the wounded one. If it's gonna take my hand, it might as well take the bad one.
One,
all right.
two,
Can I
your feet.
also get you to roll a search? Because like the whole wall is covered in half carved designs.
That is a 18 in total.
You're running your hand along the wall, trying to figure out what the hell this wall is all about. And at one point, you do find that the swirliness of the designs kind of all gather at a certain point. And when you put your hand upon it, a section in the southeast part of the room slides away and reveals
Sick.
another
I
door.
go over to it.
Cool.
Obliterate me, Jeph. I dare you. The Discord will be so mad at you.
You put the hand on the swirly and he takes all your fingers.
But now you've got a cool flipper.
And opens the door.
Into an
It opens
octopus
the door.
tentacle. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. You paid the price.
Let's go back to Knack for a second here.
Hi guys. Hey, it's me, Knack.
Okay. So you enter your stinky room,
Oh, it sure does smell in here.
and aside from the door that you just came through, it doesn't look like there is a way out of this room. The only thing in it is one gigantic mirror.
Oh, this is one of those kinds of dungeons.
Is this sex?
Ew. No,
It's a
no, it would be on the
sex
ceiling
dungeon.
if it was a sex thing.
Yeah, it right in front.
Yeah, you find a big bed and a mirror on the ceiling. A heart-shaped,
And a
Big
bunch
heart
of-
heart-shaped
A
bed.
bunch of sex swings and
A
And you're
little
like-
7-inch green
and whips.
alien sleeping in it with a sleeve cap.
Hey.
Jesus.
Beckons you.
Yeah.
Continue.
he's wearing a gimp suit and he like goes like this. Come here.
Hey guys, how you doing? Come on in.
How you doing tonight?
I've been
Can
waiting
I
for
offer you some Orangina?
Why
Want a water bottle?
Orangina?
You want a water bottle? And he points to the corner, and there's like a 6-pack of water bottles like torn open, like the plastic.
And
is all
two are
ripped
missing.
open.
6-pack of Orangina.
Yeah, 2 are missing,
Yeah.
sticking out of the garbage can.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
we're
Are
changing
you gonna
your
fuck the
fucking.
alien or
We're
not?
changing your story. Fuck your puzzles, Jeff.
Roll, do you want
Drinking, dude. What the fuck?
Are you
Fuck
gonna
your
fuck the
puzzles,
alien?
Jeff.
and do you
Fuck
drink
your
his
puzzles.
Orangina?
Do you accept the gift of his orangina?
Orangina.
I'm sorry.
It's not
I
from
did.
Earth.
And that goes.
I love the idea of you being like, are you going to fuck the alien? You better fuck the alien. I have an animation that I spent the last 2 months on. I need you to fuck
I'm
this
ready,
alien.
man. I'm gonna toss it into the fucking video and everything.
Oh my god. We need to age restrict this video.
I was really banking on you going into this particular door alone.
Yeah, the animation is off now.
Your play was more big brain than that, because you counted on me entering this room, seeing this mirror, and then being like, no, this is what happens, and then fucking an alien, and you're like, boom, I predicted this would happen. I got an animation.
I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen.
Jeph was playing 4D chess this entire time. This was only to get you to fuck his weird alien OC. That's what the whole campaign has been about.
This weird 7-inch tall alien.
3 years build up to get Knack to fuck this fucking 7-inch alien with an 8-inch dick.
Whoa.
Just, like...
Knack runs up to the party and says, look at my cool alien friend. Look at my cool alien friend.
He's got a huge dick.
The dick is the star killer.
Knack cautiously steps up to the mirror very, very slowly, trying to notice any discrepancies in what he sees, trying to see if maybe there's like some sort of illusion here, or what's the deal with this giant mirror? Who the fuck has a mirror room? Honestly.
We're gonna get to that in just a moment.
I spent Knack's entire... I literally spent Knack's entire turn making shit up about a little alien in a bed. And we can't keep any of that in. And so it's like, Knack goes into the room.
Oh, we're
Knack
keeping all of it in.
What are you talking about?
Sees a mirror and walks up to
This
it.
episode is literally going to be called Knack Fucks an Alien.
Surfing.
Alien sex and Orangina.
Surfing with the alien.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call the episode Orangina.
It's not from Earth, it's Orangina. It comes from the alien.
Yeah.
The one thing that you notice immediately about looking in the mirror is that the reflection is like disorienting to look at. Like everything kind of has this weird wavy color aura, like you're tripping balls
Ow, my brain.
when you're looking at this mirror.
So kind of funhousey?
A little bit, but more like you're on like acid.
Funhousey, but less fun.
Yeah, it's like a fun house, but if the fun house sucked.
So a not fun house.
Yeah.
Alright, let's...
Suck house.
The suck house.
Yeah, suck house.
Welcome to the suck house. Okay, we can move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to another
having
character.
sex with an alien.
Yeah,
so
we're right
I don't
back
know
to the...
what you wanted here.
Get Knack out of here. Go. Let's get shovel up another character.
Seems funny to me that you all walk into rooms with like aliens to sex with, and Oswalt goes into a creepy basement and gets murdered while this is happening. I got the bad door.
Oswalt gets shot by an auto turret.
Brave of you to assume that he doesn't get murdered and then an alien still has sex with him. So
Okay.
He got the sex dungeon, you got the murder dungeon.
Art and Larian entered this room.
Oh, so they're a pair now? They're like conjunction, we're saying Art and Larian now?
Yes.
They're literally walking around together. Will's being
guys, I'm right.
From the other room, you're here. Oh, so it's Art and Larian now, like a pack of juice.
Aside from the glowy lines on the walls and then on the floor, there's not a whole lot going on with this room. There is a door to the south, and can I get you to roll a spot, please?
Can it be a search? Does it have to be a spot?
It has to be a spot. It has to be a spot.
Right.
1,000,000% spot.
Spot checks are worse than search checks.
Well, my spot check's literally 8 points lower than my search.
It's just how it's gotta be.
19.
But at least you rolled well.
That's good, because Larian did not.
Oh, good.
In the southwest corner of the room, you notice that where the wall meets the floor and where it meets the ceiling, it's got this thin little metal lining. But in the southwest corner of the room, that metal lining is kind of twisted and gnarled, and in a way, it vaguely resembles interlocked fingers.
Okay, well, he's gonna take a closer look at that.
Okay.
The weird hands. Weird not hands. Where would that be? Like right in the corner? Like are we all the way over here?
There's a couple of extra lines in this wall, and it's in between those points where the metal lining gets to be kind of strange.
Doing dumb shit already. I'm gonna touch it and just see what it's like.
This wall feels warm.
Ew.
But enough about that for the time being. Let's cut back to Will for a sec.
Holy shit.
This always feels like we're about to do something very dangerous, and then it's like smash cut to the next person.
That's the thing that makes me feel like something really dangerous is going to happen, is that all of these things have to be... You're in a fucking puzzle dungeon, friend. You got puzzle dungeon.
You have to use your brain.
I've got empty rooms.
You walk into a room and there's just another weird little alien pelvic thrusting. It's like, hey, come on in. He's dancing. Come on in. I'm just listening to some tunes. Come on in.
You must bring me Orangina.
The mini fridge is in the other room.
You must collect all 6 bottles of Orangina.
From my roommate's bedroom. I don't want to go ask him myself because he left a bowl out for 1 week and it got very moldy and
we are having a fight.
I don't want to talk to him right now.
I'm very upset with him.
We had a fight the other day. It would be very awkward. I haven't said I'm sorry yet. Anyway, if you could go ask him for some more Orangina.
Anyway, sorry about
Please go get me the Orangina.
It's my favorite beverage.
And I'm very thirsty.
But he's dancing the whole time he's saying this.
Of course. Getting up the server here. I need some Orangina.
What do you think of my tunes, by the way? Pretty cool, right?
You have to answer me these questions 3. Bring me Orangina.
The room that Will enters is a very long room, and it's got a couple more engravings. It's got one big inner wall. On the south end of that, there's an engraving. On the north end of this room, on the far north wall, there is another engraving of what looks like a humanoid figure in prayer. And on the north inner walls, there are mirrored images of some birds.
These. So there's birds here and like
a person praying up on the far north wall. On the big inner wall, on the south end of that, right there, there's another engraving. We go up and inspect it.
Yeah.
This one is not an image, it's a message. It is in ancient common, but as we've gone over before, you can mostly read that. Scrawled on the wall here, in a shaky hand, are the words, "As one, our world was broken, but broken shall it remain as one." And just south of you are some large panes of stained glass, all arranged in a row. When looking through all of them, you see an image of a planet that is cracked and on fire.
Spaceship.
Rad.
I'm sure that's normal and fine.
Can I, like, move them?
You can.
Are they on rails?
They are.
Okay. Come on, muscles. Come on, don't fail me now. I'm gonna attempt to move
Zelda
these
dungeon
things.
ass motherfucker.
Okay. You can actually grab them and move them yourself.
Holy shit, bro! This is actually...
Hee.
What if I move them like this first?
Oh, that's really cool.
Now, the way that you have them arranged, instead of the whole planet being cracked and on fire, it now depicts from left to right a half of a planet, an amorphous ball of fire, and the other half of the planet.
Yeah, that would make sense. Does this actually make anything different? And I can try the opposite, but I'm guessing now the other 2 halves are just flipped.
So you are moving the amorphous ball of fire
to the left,
completely away from the other 2 halves of the planet, correct?
Yeah.
So
I can put them together, make the planet.
Well, I was going to say, the way that you had it before actually did something.
Okay, we'll go. We'll move it again. Perfect.
Okay. So when you have it like this, arranged so that the amorphous ball of fire is not in between the 2 halves of the planets at all, the far back one farthest away from you, no longer depicts anything, and neither does the amorphous ball of fire. And the one closest to you only depicts a whole planet that is fine. And you hear a click somewhere.
Oh, thank God. They weren't just trying to teach me something. What happened? I would run around looking for something. I run around checking for
I mean, it did sound like it came from the north, so that's good.
So here's where the birds are?
Yes. On the parts of the inner walls that are facing east and west, there's murals of some birds. They are mirrored. And on the far north wall is the depiction of a humanoid figure praying.
So I can move the birds as well?
Why don't you check it out?
Are they
Inspect it.
paintings?
No, they're carved into the
They
wall.
are carved. Okay, I will inspect them.
You can try.
Roll search.
11.
Was good enough to notice something. Specifically on the murals of the birds, their wings seem to be carved much deeper, like the outline of the wings carved much deeper than the rest of them.
How many birds are there? Like,
There's just one big
huge bird?
picture of a bird on either wall,
And they both have two wings?
carved much deeper than the rest of the bird is.
Okay, I'm gonna try to push and pull the wings.
Okay, pushing does nothing. However, pulling, it comes right off the wall.
Holy shit! It's heavy.
Kinda.
Okay. Are like both wings like attached, or is it just two wings separate?
No, it's attached. It's like
Okay.
one.
Big old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So imagine you're seeing the bird kind of like diving down a little bit, and from the perspective of the drawing, the wings are like
Yeah, I get it.
connected and overlapping.
Okay, I'm gonna put these heavy wings on the floor against the wall for a second.
As you are handling it, you notice that on the back side of it, there are 3 pegs sticking out of the back of the wing carving.
I'm gonna put it down for a second. I'm gonna go inspect the other one.
Okay.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's a mirrored picture of the same thing.
Holy shit. Same thing? Can I pull the wings out as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I will. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but I'll pull them out. Now there's just birds with no wings.
Yep.
What's the last carving? Is a dude up here.
Humanoid figure
Okay,
in prayer.
Do I have to search that one too?
You can.
8. I think.
You get dust in your eyes.
Ah!
That's it.
Okay, there's nothing special about it.
Not as far as you can see.
What if I, like, swap these around?
I mean, they don't really fit. They are mirrored images.
Piss! Is there anywhere else? I want to search this room for somewhere that has holes for these pegs, other than that.
Roll your search.
Fuck. Oh, 19.
Oh, shit! Actually, you don't have to go very far. The inner walls that are facing towards the figure in prayer,
These two.
on the other side, though. Yeah. The
Uh-huh.
parts that are, if you were looking at it,
Yeah.
yeah. They each have a set of 3 holes.
Okay, but it's just that. There's nothing else on the wall. The wall is blank, and there's just the 3.
It has, like, some lines, otherwise.
I am going to put the wings on there.
So, at present, these 2 walls now have carvings of disembodied wings.
Well, no, if you look at it from here, the guy will get wings.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, as you step back to look at the image as a whole,
After sweating my ass off to put these things in place.
handling
Hey,
these
not my
big
fault. You
fucking
picked the heavy
stones.
back. Stand back and look at my creation.
As you step back to see the image as a whole, which is now a humanoid figure with wings, you hear another click, and the door to the northeast of this room swings open a little bit.
Okay. Progress.
I like how you didn't even know that the door was locked. Like,
I know. I just did
Nothing.
the
Yeah,
whole
you
thing.
didn't
I
just
didn't even check
assume.
the
You were
door.
just like, ah.
I know. I could not have done it. Like, a core thing of Scarlet is, like, liking mysteries and adventures, so I have to, like,
oh yeah.
bad. You really should have checked first. And he was like, woohoo! Oh, a puzzle.
You see an alien. I see you've solved my puzzle.
Hi.
Now you get...
You solved my puzzle, but I see you lack the Orangina.
So you may not pass. Okay.
So I banish you to hell for 1,000
God.
years.
So we have
Alien
a secret...
hell.
So we have a secret ancient city / civilization,
Mhm.
followed by people with wings. I see what's happening.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Bird people. It's like there's
It's
wing
the
people.
goddamn
Where are
bird
they?
people.
What wings?
In the sky.
Yeah, it's
They're
the
in
Sky City.
The Sky City.
We are right now in the Sky City.
Probably.
Watch it.
Guys, I
Yeah.
hope we're in the fucking Sky City.
Okay.
Watch it,
Watch
everybody.
it, everybody.
Watch out for bird people. Watch the talons.
Also, don't fall out of a door.
Yeah.
Just say.
There is nothing underneath
One of the
you
doors
right
just opens and it's a dead drop out into the sky.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the end of another episode of StumbleQuest. The theme is Struttin by Louie Zong. Other music is provided by Kevin McLeod of Incomputech.com, as well as one by me, youseethehat.bandcamp.com. This is a bi-weekly podcast. You got it, twice a month. Next podcast will be out in 2 Wednesdays, folks. If you'd like to follow the podcast on Twitter, we are at StumbleQuest. And if you're looking for a place to hang out with some cool cats talking about some cool stuff, why don't you check out our Discord, the link to which is in the description. If you'd like to know more about the show, the cast, the characters, the people who make it, you can find us at stumblequest.com. And if you, like me, crave the clickety-clack of new dice, well, I got some good news for you. Make sure to check out and click on that Level Up Dice link we have on the website. You want some new dice, right? Who doesn't? I say, looking at my jars of dice off to the side of the table. We appreciate all and any reviews that you leave for us. I know iTunes is kind of squiffy sometimes, but it really does help the show. And we really appreciate the word of mouth, spreading it around, telling your friends about us. Now, listeners, we have a very special announcement. If you are feeling especially generous with coin and want to help support this show we make, we have just launched our Patreon, patreon.com/StumbleQuest. Lowest rank, $3 a month to say thank you. At $5, you're a guild adventurer and you get some occasional bonus content as a treat. And if you want to be a really cool cat guild VIP, not only are you going to get the bonus content, but you're going to get in-episode patron shout-outs, some work in progress and other art through the Discord, and you get to suggest merch and new goals. And I think that's pretty wicked cool. So it'd mean the world if you checked us out on Patreon. That link, one more time, is patreon.com/StumbleQuest. You may have been wondering, wow, who is this lady that I've never heard before? Well, I'll tell you. My name is Allie, at YouSeeTheHat on Twitter, and I am the new editor for StumbleQuest. I'm so happy to be here and start bringing you that crisp audio content you crave. If you're all caught up on StumbleQuest and you're looking for something else to listen to, you can find more of my work at RPG for You and Me. My show I do with my spouse. It's anime drama, slice of life, little bit of romance. It's pretty cute. And as we all know, getting transported to a new location always goes easy breezy. So maybe our heroes will just kick up their feet next episode with some Orangina. See you in 2 weeks.